2026 Honda Civic, covering interior, exterior, performance, and price, written in a natural, conversational tone that keeps viewers hooked till the end. Hey everyone, welcome back to RPM Studio, your ultimate stop for car reviews, auto news, and everything that makes our engines roar. Before we dive into today's review, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell icon so you never miss an update from us. Alright, now let's talk about a car that's been turning heads for decades, the 2026 Honda Civic. Honda's golden child is back with more attitude, smarter tech, and a few surprises that might just make you fall in love all over again. Now, at first glance, the 2026 Civic doesn't shout for attention, but it definitely gets it. Honda's designers clearly focused on making this car more sophisticated and mature while still keeping that sporty edge that Civic fans love. The front fascia has been tweaked with slimmer LED headlights, a sharper grille, and a new lower bumper design that gives it a wider stance. It looks lower, leaner, and a bit more aggressive than before, especially with those new 18-inch alloy wheels that add a punch of sportiness. The side profile stays clean and aerodynamic, with subtle character lines that flow beautifully from the front to the back. Around the rear, the taillights get a new LED signature that's sleeker and more modern, kind of a blend between the previous Civic and something from the Accord's design language. Honda also played around with the color palette this time, introducing a few new shades like Solar Flare Pearl and Midnight Plum Metallic, which honestly look stunning under sunlight. Now, step inside, and that's where things start to get really interesting. The interior of the 2026 Honda Civic feels like it just graduated into a new class. Gone are the hard plastics and cluttered design, in comes a clean, minimalist, and high-tech cabin that feels premium without screaming for it. Honda clearly took notes from the success of its higher-end models. The dashboard now has this elegant honeycomb-style vent trim that stretches across its width, hiding the air vents in a clever, almost seamless way. The materials feel soft to touch, especially on the upper panels and armrests, and everything feels well put together, no rattles, no cheap vibes. At the center, you get a larger 10.2-inch digital instrument cluster and a 9-inch touchscreen infotainment system with wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. The interface is sharp, quick, and intuitive, something Honda struggled with in the past but has clearly nailed this time. The sound system, tuned by Bose on higher trims, delivers crisp and balanced audio that actually makes your drives more enjoyable. The front seats are redesigned for better support and comfort, especially for long trips, and they've got just the right amount of bolstering to keep you snug during spirited drives. Rear seat passengers get decent legroom and headroom, and even the base model feels roomy thanks to that smart interior layout. Honda also added better sound insulation this time, so the cabin feels quieter even at highway speeds, a big improvement over older Civics. And now, the part everyone loves, performance. The 2026 Honda Civic keeps the same basic engine lineup but with some refined tuning for better efficiency and smoother power delivery. The standard engine is a 2.0-liter naturally aspirated four-cylinder that produces around 160 horsepower and 138 pound-feet of torque, perfect for city commuting and daily driving. But the real fun begins with the 1.5-liter turbocharged four-cylinder, now pushing out 200 horsepower and 192 pound-feet of torque, paired with a continuously variable transmission that's been fine-tuned for quicker responses. The Turbo Civic feels eager and light on its feet. Acceleration is linear, the throttle response is sharp, and when you switch to sport mode, the steering tightens up nicely. The suspension setup hits that sweet spot between comfort and control. It absorbs bumps beautifully but still keeps you connected to the road. Whether you're cruising downtown or carving up a twisty backroad, the Civic feels confident and planted. And of course, for the enthusiasts out there, the Civic C and Civic Type R versions are where the adrenaline really kicks in. The C continues with its manual gearbox, thank you, Honda, for keeping that alive, and the Type R remains the ultimate front-wheel drive performance machine, rumored to get a few horsepower bump and some weight savings for 2026. But even if you go for the regular Civic, you'll be pleasantly surprised by how ref.